Hey everybody, what's good? MidMorningSol back at it again with another chapter, another playthrough part 2, Piofiore, Episodio 1926. And yeah, folks, I think we are, if it's just like Nicola's type of setup, we may be at the climax, the ending, one of the endings for Orlok. I'm assuming it's the bad one. I have no idea what the chapter title means in German, but hey, we'll just roll with the punches like we've been doing. Sad day last time as we had to clap Leo because he was going to kill Lily. And Orlok ain't having that. I don't blame him. So folks, I'm kind of scared, but I am kind of excited because last game, Orlok's bad ending was probably as bad and as tragic as it was for Orlok. It was my favorite. It was most memorable. Well, one of the most memorable endings. So will this one top that? I doubt it, but let's just see. Shall we proceed, y'all? We shall. Let's get it. I'm so excited. Okay, and then to catch all up in case you didn't watch the last chapter, basically Emilio breaks in before breakfast or some junk, and he says, Orlok, the only way to protect Lily is to kill again. So that's where we left off. Why? Who would? I could hardly squeeze out the words. Emilio quietly answered the question I couldn't ask.
ラウル・ギルラン大王。理由は、彼がファルツォーネの血筋に連なる人間だからだ。
Right, we have to kill him. Gale frowned at Emilio's answer.
ファルツォーネの上は大体が血縁者だろ？そんなこと言い出したら全員殺すことになるじゃねえか。
その必要はない。おそらく彼が資格を有する最後の人間のはずだから。
Eligible?
墓守の一族としての資格だよ。君たちには以前にも話したことがあるよね。墓守の一族とは守り人たる生物の管理者、今のファルツォーネファミリーのことだよ。
The keepers of the grave certainly sounded familiar, but my confusion only grew. Emilio kept his gaze fixed on me.
いろいろと状況が変わってね。彼が生きている限り、君は危険にさらされ続ける。
Wow.
どういうこと？
When Orlok inquired, Emilio gave a thoughtful look, appearing to talk to himself.
ラウルには資格がないものだと僕は思っていた。彼の出自はファルツォーネの直系筋から少し離れていたしね。あくまで表面上はだけれど。
So who was talking to Emilio earlier about Raul? I think it was Teo, but I'm not sure.
僕は教国にはその事実を伝えていなかった。ちょうど主が交代したり、何かとごたついていた時期でもあったから。折を見て新たな成果には報告するつもりだったよ。資格を持つ者が死に。ファルツォーネは課された使命を果たすことができなくなったと。
Even those of us with some knowledge on the subject were bewildered. But Gil was hearing it all now for the first time. I could see his eyebrow was raised, but he still listened intently to Emilio's story.
墓守の一族として機能する人間が絶えれば、鍵の乙女が政治的に利用されることもなくなる。
政治的に？
峡谷の内部には、この地に眠る生異物を利用しようという動きがあった。それには、彼女やファルツォーネの血が必要不可欠だ。君たちをこの地へ送り出したのは、僕が事実を明かすまで、そういった思惑に巻き込まれないように、という意図もあった。けれど、ラウルに資格があるのであれば、すべての行動は何の意味もなさない。峡谷がこの町の庇護をやめようとも、ファルツォーネの後ろ盾は続けると言えば、おそらくラウルは彼らに組みするだろう。そうなれば、彼女の状況も変わる。峡谷やファルツォーネに幽閉されることもあり得る。
そんなこと、俺がさせない。
いくら君でも彼女を守りきれるかな。ファルツォーネだけではない。他の使徒全員を敵に回す可能性すらあるというのに。だから、彼女に危険が及ぶ前に、ラウルを殺さなくてはならない。
おい、ちょっと待て。だからって、なんでそんな話になる？ファルツォーネにその資格とやらを持ってる人間がいると、鍵の乙女、要するに彼女が危険にさらされるってことか？どういう事情でそうなるのか、俺にはよく理解できねえんだが。
君の理解が及ぶかどうかは関係ない。当事者は彼らだからね。時間は限られている。けれど、今ならまだ選ぶことができる。
My mind was swirling with everything that Emilio had told us. One thing remained clear in my mind, a dark thought that saddened me. So because of me, Orlok will be forced to take another life.
エミリオが根拠のないことを言わないのは分かってる。俺は彼女を守りたい。だけど、すぐには答えを出せない。
Orlok struggled to hold on to his own beliefs, even in the midst of this distressing news.
誰かの言いなりになって人を殺すことは、もう、したくない。
No. Orlok. I was reminded of the time Orlok and I grew closer last year.
もちろん僕も強いるつもりはない。君は自分の意志で答えを出すべきだ。
その言い方はちょっとずるくねえか？彼女に危険があるって話なら、オルロックに選択肢はないも同然だろう。
そんなことはないよ。何を選ぶかはあくまでオルロックの自由だ。
My voice. Yeah. Though Emilio responded with lightness, there seemed to only be one way to choose. If Orlok was determined to protect me, it was clear what decision he would make in order to ensure my safety.
本当にラウルを殺せば、彼女の安全は保証される？
It was just as we thought. Emilio nodded, looking back at Orlok with certainty.
誓って。
Ooh, mighty big words, Emilio. I don't know. You seem too sure about it, and then there's gonna be a way that obfuscates, your certainty. It makes sense though. Later, Orlok returned to his room. Oh, that part's not in it. Orlok returned to his room, saying that he wanted some time to himself. I stopped him to ask if he wanted to talk about it together, just the two of us, you and I. Orlok smiled weakly and shook his head in response. Oh, he's serious. Rather than return to the lounge without him, I decided to return to my room as well. Emilio's words raced through my mind. Despite Emilio's warnings, there has to be another way besides killing Raul. Why do y'all want to keep him alive? So fuck it, I just say kill him. Shoot, you don't have to worry about him anymore. There just has to be. I didn't want Orlok to kill anymore. I sat quietly trying to piece together the fragments of what little information I knew. Ooh, preview. Preview of what?
Yashiki no nukemichi wa shitteru. Mae ni tsukatta koto ga aru kara.
I was preparing for the next step, to put an end to the danger before it could surface. Yep. My heart ached as I recalled the image of her face as she listened to Emilio. I knew I didn't want to kill again, but...
俺は自分よりも彼女の方が大切。
Shit, why don't you just get Gilbert to kill him? I said I would not take another life, but I took Leo's. He only sought revenge because I had taken the lives of those precious to him. I could not blame Leo for wanting to do the same to me.
だけど
I couldn't allow him to do that. I had no choice but to stop him.
ラウルも同じだ。
To protect the person most important to me, I needed to kill anyone who would harm her. I no longer had any doubts. I thought back on our escape from Berlone, how it felt as though neither of us could rest while we were on the run. As the color of the sky changed with the setting sun, it radiated a warm glow that I knew would be followed by darkness. Ouch, y'all, sorry. It was dinner time, yet Orlok hadn't come out of his room. Are you sure about that? I think he snuck out. I encouraged Gil and the others to get started while I went to Orlok's room to get him. Hearing no answer, I began to worry. I slowly pressed down on the handle to open the door. Girl, he out of there. Orlok? I looked inside, but he was nowhere to be found. It can't be.
今夜は下見だけだと思うよ。彼は慎重だから。
Emilio. Just as my heart began to race, I heard Emilio's calm voice behind me.
彼は選んだんだね。君のために。
No! I just don't want him to be torn up inside. Don't say that! Emilio sounded so detached from the situation that it made me feel even more panicked.
何か間違ったことを言ったかな。オルロックの選択は正しいよ。峡谷を本格的に敵に回すとなれば、君を連れて逃げ切るのはきっと難しい。
Emilio, let me find out you lied about this. Up until now, I had always bleh. I had always believed in what Emilio had to say, trusting his vague messages, but now all of a sudden he gets direct. But this time, I didn't want to believe. I did not return for dinner, instead choosing to wait in Orlok's darkened room alone. It was already past midnight, but Orlok hadn't yet returned. Emilio said he was only preparing. I wondered if they discovered him hiding outside the Falzone family manor. I wonder if they had heard him. I tried my best. I tried to shake that intrusive thoughts from my mind, praying that he would return that he would come back soon. Oh my God, y'all, I'm sorry. Minutes passed, maybe hours. Before I knew it, the Visconti manor had quieted. Everyone had gone to sleep. Just then,
Lily,
what do you think you're doing? I immediately jumped up and ran toward him, grateful that he returned safely.
Lily, 俺、
No, you can't play cute. I know you're blushing and it's adorable, but what were you doing? You're not hurt, are you? I did my best to put on a smile, seeing Orlok stammer in surprise.
うん、大丈夫。待っててくれたんだ。ごめん、遅くなって。
It's alright. I'm just glad you're safe. You must be tired. Why don't you have a bath? I urged Orlok toward the bathroom, avoiding the topic of why he went out to begin with. Orlok smiled and nodded with a sigh of relief that I wasn't pressing him. After his bath, I gently dried Orlok's hair with a soft towel, just like when we lived at the church. I found my eyes burning with tears, but before I could dry them, they slid down my cheeks.
Lily,
Perhaps noticing a change in my breathing, Orlok turned around to look at me. I'm sorry. It's nothing. I did my best to smile again, but my voice trembled despite myself.
なんでもないはずない。泣いてる。
He brought his fingers to my cheeks and gently wiped away my tears. I couldn't help but remember the days we used to live in peace without any worries. Why does Orlok have to go through all this? My heart was wrung with pain just remembering that he lost his right arm and still had to carry the weight of his burdens even now. My sense of guilt was climbing by the minute, knowing that those burdens were because of me. I'm so sorry. Regret, remorse, suffering. I knew my words didn't mean much, but my apology escaped before I could stop it.
どうしてあなたが謝るの？
You have to dirty your hands again because of me. Just because I'm this key maiden. If I weren't, then... Orlok stopped me before I could finish and spoke to me in a firm voice.
違う。あなたのせいじゃない。それに、俺はリリーを守れて嬉しい。
Oh, so you say. His eyes were filled with emotion. He didn't look away from me. I could see that he was trying to put his feelings into words.
俺は、あなたと一緒に生きるために、ダンテの命を奪った。あなたを守ることをやめるのは、ダンテの死も、俺が罪を犯した意味も、全部、なくなる。俺は、俺のすべてを捧げて、あなたを守るって、誓ったから。 ったから、お願い。どうか、謝らないで。
Hey, Orlok, please, please, please don't speak that. I mean, yeah, but I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that. You better not die. Orlok wrapped his arms around my back and hugged me tightly. Orlok. His words were so kind and warm that I could feel them sinking into my heart. Oh. Huh? We in his room? I woke up and saw Orlok's peaceful sleeping face beside me. That's right. I was waiting all night in Orlok's room. I must have fallen asleep almost as soon as he arrived. I peered closer at his beautiful face, feeling my heart beat faster. CG? I would be embarrassed if he saw me like this. I slowly climbed myself out of bed to return to my room before he awoke. Boo. After getting dressed, I walked down the corridor toward the lounge. Gil and Oliver aren't here today either. I saw one of the Visconti members standing up from the sofa to leave. Excuse me, do you know where Gil and Oliver went?
ああ、今日はちょっと遠くに出ててな。
I see. Thank you for letting me know. As he left, I walked through the archway toward the dining table and took a seat. One of the staff asked if I was ready for breakfast. I told them I would wait for Orlok. Just then, he arrived.
おはよう。昨日はちゃんと休めた？
Yes, good morning. I slept very well. I tried my best to respond as I usually did. Before Orlok could take his seat.
なんだお前、いきなり。
Oh shit.
おい、止まれ！
Sorry, wrong gasp or whatever. An eruption of shouts echoed through the corridor just outside. Oh shit. There's somebody clapping people. Orlok blocked the archway, keeping his eyes fixed on the entry point into the lounge. It wasn't long before the intruder appeared. Let me guess, Johan? Yep.
よう、来てやったぜ、オールロック。
Leave us alone! Johan strode in, and the air became thick with the scent of blood. His dagger dripped by his side as it followed his footsteps. His dagger dripped by his side as it followed his footsteps toward us.
ヨハン、どうしてここに？
こいつ、ふざけんじゃねえ！
One of the soldiers rushed in, wielding a knife aimed at Johan.
やめろ！
Orlok rushed toward them, but it was already too late. Rip, Visconti family D will be forever missed. Johan's blade mercilessly slashed through the soldier's throat. Orlok froze, his body rigid. The brutality we witnessed was so horrific that I could hardly utter a scream.
あいつ、なんだっけ？レオって言ったか？ファルツォーネのやつとの戦い、見せてもらった。
Johan casually shook the blood off his dagger, looking it over and smiling. He raised the point of his dagger at me.
女を殺せば、あんたは本気になるんだろ？
Oh hell nah. Leave me alone!
だから、あんたが本気にならないなら、次は俺も手段を選ばない。
You have a gun. Use it. Is that what he was? Is that what he was implying? Yes.
させない。彼女は、俺が守る。
Orlok, please use the gun. Use the gun. Orlok answered calmly and raised his weapon. The way he moved was smooth, mechanical, almost lifeless, as though all his muscles solidified with resolve. Johan, not Johan. Johan kicked off from the floor and quickly closed the distance, swinging his blade down. Orlok gave no indication of fear, to the point where I wondered why he didn't react. Well, in the next moment, I saw Johan's face warp in surprise. It happened in an instant. No clanging of metal from previous battles, no struggle or fear. Is he just gonna kill him? Oh! Orlok's dagger had already impaled Johan's chest. Oh, baby! Well, he lived. I'm happy about that. A single deadly blow. I had seen this before. Oh, he killed Yang like that? Oh, I remember that riffraff. The longer the battle, the more evident Orlok's limitations from his arm would become. He had made up his mind long ago. With no power left in his body, Johan crumpled to the floor, letting go of his dagger. Well, I did say to take care of him. Johan reached his hand out with what little strength he has left. It grabbed the air before falling to the floor. Sorry. Oh, baby? Why you got that empty stare? Orlok looked down silently at Johan's body and said nothing. He was so calm. Much calmer than when he had killed Leo. Calmer than I had seen him in a long time. I'm sure he's hurting, just like before. Girl, no, he's not. I wished more than anything that I could do something for him, but I knew I could not. Oh, my baby. Night fell over the manor. We explained what happened to Gil and Oliver when they returned late that night. Gil didn't reprimand us or question too much about the death of his men. Oh, baby. Orlok seemed to feel too guilty to even meet Gil's eye. I said that right. Gil spoke in a reassuring voice.
オルロック、お前が謝ることじゃねえ。お前らをこの屋敷に送って決めたのは俺だ。あいつらは俺のボスの判断のせいで死んだんだ。
I could tell Gil was suppressing his anger.
でも、俺のせいには変わりない。もっと早く、ヨハンを殺しておくべきだった。俺が殺したくないなんて言ったから、たくさんの人が死んだ。
Oh gosh. Yeah, this is definitely the bad route.
俺のせいだ。
You don't want him to kill anymore. Orlok?
過ぎたことを言ったって仕方ねえ。今日はもう休め。
Orlok and I accepted Gil's suggestion and left the lounge, but we couldn't bring ourselves to part now. We took a seat on the bed beside each other, not saying anything. When Orlok spoke again, it was in a heavy voice that carried the pain of his agony.
俺たちはここにいない方がいいんじゃないかな。
I mean, what good is it gonna do now? We don't want to just show up to Falzone and not have any place to go afterwards. Oh wow, you think so too? I don't think that's a good idea, but okay. I think so too.
ボスの判断のせいで死んだんだ。
Even if Gil reassigned the blame to himself, it still didn't change the fact that they died because we were here. Because of us. However it ended, our purpose in returning to Berlone had now been fulfilled. Oh, true that. Yeah, they killed Johann. But we still couldn't leave yet with Raoul still out there. Then maybe we can find a hotel.
ホテルは避けよう。レオもヨハンももういないけど、この町には他にも俺を恨んでる人がいるかもしれないから。できるだけ人目につきにくいところがいい。
Out of view? How about Strano? Orlok nodded quietly in response. We quickly packed our belongings and prepared to leave the Visconti Manor at midnight. All we left behind was a letter of apology and thanks to Gil. We were lucky enough to slip out without notice, making our way to Strano together. Our destination was the hideout we used when we were hiding from the Berlone Mafia. We checked around it carefully, and it didn't appear that anyone was inside. The door of Luca. What the fuck, Sasha? The memory of Luca was as strong as we opened the door, as if he were inside to greet us. We sat next to each other with a big blanket wrapped around our shoulders. Back then, and even now, Orlok remained by my side. I felt my anxiety beginning to calm.
もっと早くこうするべきだった。ギルの行為に甘えすぎた。今更だけど。
Well, we do what we can, baby. Orlok mumbled. I don't know. I was trying to say muttered and mumbled at the same time. Orlok mumbled to himself, with his eyes on the floor, though they seemed to look past it.
俺、今になってようやく気づいた。
Realize what? Orlok turned to me and his smile looked terribly sad.
失ってからじゃ遅いんだってこと。
What do you mean?
なんでもない。あなたはもう休んで、交代で休もう。
I don't like this. He avoided answering my question. I was still unnerved by what he said, but I only nodded and accepted his offer to rest. Huh? When I awoke, I looked around for Orlok and saw that he was gone. Don't tell me. He may have gone for Raoul. The knot in my stomach tightened with distress. I'm so useless. I could only wait for Orlok's return while cursing myself for being a burden. Yeah, I knew I wasn't going to be able to. Oh, sweetheart, no. The hell? I know that's a curse word, but what happened? That useless goon's death meant nothing to me. I was never going to promote him to the top, no matter how well he did. Oh, you asshole! I knew you weren't, or I knew, you were not to be trusted. He would have met his end shortly after he did what I wanted him to do. But
問題は相手を殺し損ねたことだ。せめて差し違えるくらいしてくれればいいものを、まったく本当に役に立たない。これではただオルロックを挑発したようなものじゃないか。
Yeah. He killed Dante and Nicola. That meant he could kill me more quickly, more easily.
峡谷の傀儡などに両親の呵責なんて期待できるはずもない。あいつも手を貸すと言っておきながら肝心な時に連絡が取れないし。
The other one. The hell you talking about?
こうなったらローマに帰って、いやダメだ。とにかく先に鍵の乙女を取り返さなければ。あの娘は私のものだ。私のファルツォーネを盤石にするためには欠かせない。くそ。
I was supposed to shine as the new leader of the Falzone, but things had not gone my way. It was infuriating. I reached out to my glass, but I remembered that I had thrown it to the floor earlier in my rage. Oh, shut up. I don't care about you, Brony. I stood up to leave the office. Oof! Oh, run! Run out of the baby! Go, go, go! He opened the door without caution, completely defenseless. In his shock at my appearance, he did nothing at all. Yet, he did not die right away.
まだ迷いがあるんだ。俺は。
He was on the floor now, covered in blood and crawling for his life. He would not escape from me. I took a step closer to the man. One step, then another. I knew each footstep only heightened his fear, but I was only trying to delay the inevitable. I took another step toward him. Hurry up and kill him!
やめてくれ。もう君たちには手を出さない。
Lie! Lie! Kill him!
レオのことなら彼は勝手に、そう、あいつが勝手にやったんだ。言っただろ。私は君を恨んでないって。鍵の乙女だって峡谷がどうしてもと言うから私はそれで仕方なくだったんだ。
Don't believe him. Don't believe him. He would have told you that from jump.
あなたの都合は俺には関係ない。どんな思惑で動いてたかも。
Ooh, I like that. Ooh, stone cold, baby. Stone cold.
ただ、あなたが生きてると都合が悪い。だから、俺はあなたを殺す。
Hurry up and kill him. Don't tell him that. Just kill him.
頼む。頼むよ。見逃して。
Before he could grovel any further, I sank my Fusetto deep into his heart. I drew it back out just quickly. Oof! Oh my god. Finally, the threat of Raul Ghirlandaio was no more. The threat of pronouncing his last name is no more as well. Okay. Orlok, just come back. Just come back. I don't think that's a good end. I don't think this is a good ending. But just come back. I knelt to the floor and spoke a prayer, hoping that he would be safe. He would continue to kill for me. Will everything end once Raul is dead? No. I have a feeling Emilio's lying. As long as the church was watching us. As long as Orlok was a disciple. As long as I was the key maiden. The same thing would happen again and again in the future. What can we do to be free? Just as I mumbled to myself.
そんなの簡単だよ。君たちが死ねばいい。
Who the fuck? Who is this? I quickly turned around at the sound of the mocking voice that answered me. You! Oh my god. No, he can scrap too. Oh, we're dead. There stood the man. There stood the young man who had called himself a priest of the church. You're...
突然話しかけてごめん。俺はただ、挨拶しておきたかったんだ。鍵の乙女に。
What are you doing here? He ignored my question and continued.
君が鍵の乙女であることは死ぬまで変わらない。だから、オルロックは君を守るために人を殺し続けなければならない。実際のところ、使徒って仕事は天職だと思うね。彼は人殺しの才能にあふれてる。よかったじゃないか。君を守るっていう大義名分のもと、これからも好きなだけ殺すことができるんだから。
Don't you thank God for this tragic catch-22 that we're in, sir? Shut up. What? The thought of it was too horrible. I quickly snapped back to my senses. How dare you make it sound as if Orlok enjoys killing? He wasn't fazed by my anger and continued to speak with ease.
それにしても、ラウルはかわいそうだったね。彼は資格がない。生きてたとしても。墓守の一族として機能することはない。君の脅威にはならないのにね。
But then we're taking, because we don't even know this fool's name in this route. So how, if I don't know your name, how am I going to take you seriously? You could be lying for all I know. Huh?
どういうこと？
Orlok? My eyes widened, seeing Orlok standing in the doorway.
おかえりオルロック。どうもこうも。ラウルを殺す必要があるとエミリオに思わせたのは俺なんだ。
Oh wow, are you serious?
ご自慢の星読みとやらは人の嘘も見抜けない随分と無意味な力だったみたいだな。俺の嘘が本当かどうかもわからないなんて。特定の人間の命を奪うことの意味なんてさまつな事柄まで見通せたらよかったのに。
Why you? The young man chuckled with ridicule and contempt for every last one of us. Orlok stood stunned for a short while, and recovered enough to speak.
俺はまた意味もなく人を殺した。
Oh, Lord have mercy. No, Orlok, that's not it.
いい見せ物だったよ。いいか、オルロック。確かにエミリオを焚きつけたのは俺だよ。だけど、殺せと命じたのは誰だった？
Son of a bitch.
彼は自分の自由と引き換えに、君の人を殺したくないって望みを踏みにじったんだ。
But you tricked him. How would Amelia know? I knew Amelia was lying. Like, you cannot be certain. Freedom? What freedom?
それは本人にでも聞けばいい。あいつなら今頃、教会でのんきにお祈りでもしてるだろうさ。
And with that, the young man turned on his heel and left. Shit, we ought to kill your ass too while we're at it, since we're down this rabbit hole killing. Ugh. We were left standing there in silence. Why did he come? Why did he say all that? We had more questions than answers now. There was no other choice. Orlok and I decided to head to the church, Arca, to find Amelia. You got some splaining to do. We walked through the sleepy town, so silent that I could hear my heartbeat the whole way. The door should have already been locked, but if what the priest said was true, Orlok and I quietly looked at each other. He slowly reached out toward the door. The door creaked open. At the end of the church, near the altar, stood a familiar figure.
やあ、守備よくことが進んだようだね。
Okay, little boy, what's going on? What's wrong with you? Those were Emilio's first words upon seeing us at the entrance of the church.
エミリオ、あなたに聞きたいことがある。どうしてラウルを殺したかった？彼女のことだけじゃない。何か他の理由があるはず。
Although it had been phrased as a question, Orlok's stern voice made it sound like a statement. Emilio's peaceful smile betrayed no truths. After a long silence, he finally spoke.
僕は、とうに諦めていたんだ。自由になることを。
What the hell is you talking about? Emilio was speaking to us, but it looked as though he saw something else beyond us. His eyes were looking far into the distance.
去年、この町で騒ぎが起きたとき、本来なら、僕は途中でオルロックの行動を是正すべきだった。後になって、成果にも随分絞られたよ。けれど、僕は視覚を有する者が一人、また一人と欠けていく様を見て、希望を抱いてしまった。期待したんだ。僕の呪いは、ここで終わるのかもしれないと。墓守の一族の血が途絶えたなら、僕は自由になれる。そう思っていたのだけれどね。
What curse are you talking about?
僕にはね、今の自分になる前の僕の記憶がある。それも、一人や二人のものではない。今に至るまでの、すべての記憶だ。
That's crazy.
審判を受けることもできない。断りから外れた存在。生異物と、墓守の一族と、鍵の乙女の呪いに縛られた、行き場のない魂の持ち主。すべての記憶を有したまま生まれ、その人生のすべてを峡谷に捧げ、死んでいく。記憶の保持を一族に与えられた祝福だと思っていた頃もあったのだけれど、いつしか思うようになった。僕は生異物のための生贄なのだと。 鍵の乙女と同じように。やがて1000年以上の時が経ち、君がニコラを手にかけた時、思った。このままファルツォーネの墓守の一族の血筋が途絶えれば、この仕組みは、呪いは、一体どうなるのだろう。いいかい、リリアーナ。いや、鍵の乙女。なぜ鍵の乙女と呼ばれるのか。君が生物の封印を解く鍵になり得ると、前に話したことがあるよね。
Memories of our encounter with Emilio at the ruins returned to mind.
この町には、峡谷がひた隠しにしてきた、教えにとって都合の悪い、けれど決して放棄することのできない生物が眠っている。
Yes, I remember.
鍵の乙女は必要に応じて選出される。けれど、墓守の一族はそうではない。1000年以上前から脈々と繋がれてきた血。オルロック、それを君が途絶えさせた。
Emilio looked at Orlok as he spoke the words without any hint of condemnation or praise.
俺か。
必要な鍵の一つは永遠に失われ、仕組みはもはや機能しなくなった。それなら、生物にまつわる僕の呪いも、もう機能しないのかもしれない。僕は今度こそ、本当の意味で、死ねるのかもしれないと、胸が高鳴った。けれど、
ファルツォーネの本血児にさ、なんて言ったかな。あ、ジルドだ。ジルド・フランチェスカ。彼にはもう一人子供がいたのを覚えてるか？
そうだったね。けれど、その子は弟。ニコラが生まれる前に溶接している。
ギルラン大王の家は、子が生まれるまで、フランチェスカ家と親しくなかった。けど、子供が生まれた後は、急に頻繁な行き来をするようになった。ラウルの母親は、フランチェスカ家の長男をとても可愛がってたって、ファルツォーネの古参の人間が言ってたよ。ギルラン大王の家は冒険だ。自分の子を一族の当主に据えたかった奥方が、赤ん坊のうちに子供を取り替えた、とは考えられないかな。
まさか、そんなバカなことあるはずがない。
ありえないなんてどうして断言できる？ラウルはその長男と同い年。言われてみれば、ニコラともどことなく似ているような。
それを僕に話してどうしたいのかな、君は。
ただの世間話だよ。もしかしたら、まだ他にも墓守の一族として機能する人間が存在してるのかもしれないっていう、ね。
I thought gossiping was a sin.
けど、もしそれが事実だとすれば、君の使命、いや、呪いはまだまだ続くんだろうな。かわいそうに。
話を聞いたときは、 信じられないと思ったよ。けれど、僕の力は、その真偽を判断できるような万能なものではない。だから、排除しておくべきだと思った。それはもちろん、僕のためでもあるし、結果的には、君たちのためにもなる。
As I looked at Emilio, I had mixed feelings of my voice had other thoughts. As I looked at Emilio, I had mixed feelings about telling him what we had heard. He told us tonight that Raul's death was meaningless, that it was all a ploy.
無意味。
Emilio frowned when suddenly
危ない
I was pushed down onto the floor. No! What happened? The fucking tail. I heard a low groan as I fell. I sat up and turned toward the sound. No! You motherfucker. Where's your gun? Ah! The other priest had stabbed Orlok in the left thigh with his knife. Orlok must have taken the hit instead of me. The priest pulled out his knife and a gush of blood spewed forth. Orlok!
俺は大丈夫だから。あなたは離れていて。
Please tell me you have your gun on you. Orlok found his own dagger and dragged himself away from his attacker. You motherfucker. If Orlok has that gun, I will bust the cap in you right now. I don't care if you're a father or not. The priest's expression did not change, except for the hint of smile forming across his lips. The church became eerily silent. The priest was the first to move. With unbelievable speed, he leapt within striking range of Orlok. Orlok swiftly parried the attack and countered with his own. The flurry that followed seized me in place. Everything's happening so fast. He seems even faster than Johan. Their blades struck again and again until finally they pushed away from each other. Blood continued to pour down Orlok's leg. He took a deep breath to steady himself, then sprinted toward his opponent. No! Don't do that!
もらった。
残念。
The tip of the blade only grazed him as he moved to avoid it. It was as if he was waiting for Orlok to come. With a smile, he grabbed Orlok's right arm to keep him close. Ah, no! He sent his dagger straight into Orlok's right thigh. My mouth. Where is Emilio in all this? My mouth opened to scream, but no sound came out. It looks even worse than the first hit! As I panicked, wondering what to do, the priest made no further attempts to attack Orlok. He stood, watching him with a satisfied look. What is he doing? Will he? No, this is my chance to help Orlok. No, it's not. He's probably gonna kill you. Even though I was confused by the sudden turn of events, I knew I had to act quickly. I rushed forward to not read properly. I rushed forward to help stop Orlok's bleeding. Baby, no. Orlok moved, or no, he didn't move. Orlok looked at me with shock and his mouth moved soundlessly. Please stop bleeding. It seemed to only be getting worse, so I tried harder to contain him when I suddenly felt a presence behind me. What you gonna do, stab me?
手を まさか、君は。
He took a step toward the man he called Teo. Finally know his name in this route. Damn near the end of the fucking playthrough. Teo gazed at Emilio a moment before smirking wickedly.
ただの世間話だって言ったろ。事実は小説よりきなりって言うし、もしかしたらそんな物語みたいなこともあったかもしれないよな。まあ、俺はありえないと思うけど。
Teo spoke his last words coldly.
ラウルの死は必要ないものだった。
頭が悪いのか？さっきから何度も言ってるだろう。君はエミリオに体よく利用されたんだよ。まあでも今さらね、殺した人数が一人二人増えたところでそんなに気にすることじゃないだろう。君はどうせ殺す以外に何もできない。他の生き方なんて存在しない。
Stop! I cried out, desperate to stop him. You have no right to talk to him like that. Who are you anyway? Why are you doing all this? Hurting Orlok and deceiving Emilio? What are you trying to accomplish?
強いて言えば嫌がらせだよ。
Well, if you're just doing stuff just for the sake of chaos, we need to get rid of your ass.
嫌がらせ。
そう。嫌いなんだよな、君が。
Okay, we gotta pop him, we gotta clap him, come on. Teo wasn't looking at either Orlok or Emilio, but... Me?
間抜け面だな。わからないだろどうせ。教えてなんてやらないよ。ただ、俺にとって君の存在は、ただ生きてるだけで鼻につくんだよ。なんと言っても、俺の居場所は、君のせいで奪われたんだから。
Me? Me, Liliana Ardonado. Me? You're home. I was so confused, but it seemed to make him laugh even more.
ちなみに、ラウル・ギルラン大王を焚きつけて、構成員を動かすように言ったのも俺だよ。オルロックに殺させるためにな。ヨハンも、まあいろいろ使えた。便利に立ち回ってくれたのには感謝してる。けど、バカにつける薬はないよな。あいつの実力で、オルロックへの復讐なんて果たせるはずがないし。
You're horrible. What you did is unforgivable.
へえ。自分には許す資格があるとでも？ずいぶん傲慢に育ったな。
The fuck you talking about grown up like I'm supposed to know you when I was little?
まあ、なんとでも言えばいい。どうせ君たちは、ここで死ぬんだから。
Orlok, give me the blicky. Give me the blicky, he acting up. Give me the blicky. Ah! The ground began to shake violently. An earthquake? No. There was smoke billowing from the stairs. There was smoke billowing out from the stairs leading to the basement. The suffocating smell of gunpowder filled the air. The lights began to grow hazy as the smoke thickened, then bursts of flames erupted. Oh my gosh. All of us were surrounded by smoke and fire. Teo walked calmly toward Emilio, swiftly landing a blow to his stomach. He took that so well. Emilio went limp, and Teo lifted him easily onto his shoulders. Wait! What are you gonna do with Emilio?
エミリオが墓守の一族の血が途絶えるのを見過ごしたのは事実だし、いろいろと処罰が必要だろう。
Oh, you motherfucker. He's gonna let us die because if we were to get out, we would speak against him.
使命を放棄したエミリオに次があるかはわからないし、根性で反省してもらわないと。峡谷にもその手の専門家がいるんでね。きっと生かさず殺さず長く苦しませてもらえるよ。
You bastard.
君はまあそいつを見捨ててさっさと逃げればいい。その足の傷じゃ女の力で連れて出るのは無理だろうしな。
No, Lily, hurry up and hook up. I would never leave him here.
じゃあここで一緒に死ぬんだな。
Fuck you. That's all I got. That's all I got. Nothing witty. He spat out his last words with a smirk. With that, he turned around and walked away. I saw his figure disappear into the smoke. He must have been heading. He must have been heading in the direction of the entrance, even though I couldn't see it. There was only one thing we could do. We need to run, Orlok! I quickly tried to bring him to his feet, but I collapsed to my knees under his weight. Ow! Motherfucker. You better not run out on Orlok. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Just bear with me. I apologized to Orlok, who groaned with pain. I slowly dragged him toward the exit. But the fire is everywhere now. The flames only grew, excuse me, not grew. Oh my god. The flames only grew stronger by the second. Everything around us is being consumed. Ah! A part of the ceiling came crashing down. I strained to open my eyes with the dust and burning smoke, and saw that our path was blocked. Ah! Despair filled my heart. Suddenly, I felt Orlok grabbing my hand.
あなた、一人で逃げて。
No! No!
俺はいいから、置いて行って。
No! 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 You Liliana! Shit.
俺は多分もう助からないから。
Oh, God damn it.
血が流れすぎた。
Oh. I refused to look at the trail of blood that he left when I dragged us down the aisle. Absolutely not. I won't leave you behind, Orlok. God. This is rough. You don't. The worst thing that can happen. One of the worst things that can happen is, to somebody is if they get burnt alive. And you know, he's lost a lot of blood, so Teo must have hit a major artery or something. Oh no! And then the treatment. I don't know if there was like transfusions readily available, as you know they are to today's age rather. Oh baby, no, this is painful. No, he's not gonna follow
俺も
you.
後から追いつくから。
No, God damn it! You're lying. I don't believe you.
リリー、どうして？お願い、聞いて。
No, if I don't get you out of here, you're going to die, Orlok.
だけど、このままだと、あなたも、それは、ダメ。
Shit, both of y'all are gonna die from smoking oasis.
あなたを守れなかったら、俺、ニコラもダンテもレオもヨハンもラウルも。
His voice actor, he can portray sadness real well. I hate that.
みんな殺したことが全部本当に無意味になる。
But Orlok.
俺はたくさん罪を犯したけど、一つだけあなたのことだけは。
I fucking hate this. I hate this.
ちゃんと守れたんだって思わせて。どうか俺が生きてきたことに意味を持たせて。
Oh my god. Stop.
こんなの俺のわがままだって分かってる。だけどお願い、ダメ。
This isn't fair, Orlok. Tears spilled from my eyes, but I could hardly feel them with the flames around us. My eyes and skin burned with heat. My eyes and my skin burned. You know that I can never say no to you, George.
俺結構ずるいんだ。
Orlok chuckled deeply. Slowly, the strength of his grip weakened. Oh my god. You gotta go. You gotta go. But I held my hand tighter so that his wouldn't fall. My answer is still no. I can't let that happen. It's all my fault that you had to stay. God, Lily, this wouldn't happen if you fucking went to the gym or some shit. When you fought Dante, I already decided back then that I would bear you safe. And you know how selfish I can be.
リリー、
Oh. I won't let you go, no matter what you say. Please, Orlok, don't leave me alone.
ダメだ、リリー、お願い。
The walls and pillars crumbled in chunks. The area was being swallowed in crimson flames. I decided to be with you forever. Do you remember Orlok? I wrapped my arms tightly around... I wrapped my arms around him, holding him tightly so that we would never be parted. Remember how you said that I was being the greatest blessing... What the fuck, Sasha? You can read. Come on. Remember how you said that I was the greatest blessing you had ever been given? I feel the same way about you. I want us to experience the same things together, Orlok. I can't leave you behind now. I won't ever turn my back on you.
リリー、
I smiled, happy to see the face of my love. Oh, my baby. I love you, Orlok.
俺もあなたが好き。
The flames around us burned so brightly. It was getting harder and harder to see. I embraced Orlok even more tightly so that I could feel his presence next to mine. I could feel his arms rising weakly, using the little strength he had left to embrace me too.
大好き。
I prayed. I prayed from the bottom of my heart that our last moments could stretch on forever. Oh, gosh. Only 2 bodies have been found in the rubble of the church. Along with them was a charred rosary and
結局使わなかったのか。
the gun! I told Orlok to give me the blicky out, bust the cap and tails behind. A familiar M1911A1. I'm pretty sure I didn't say that right.
なあ、お前は差し伸べられた手を掴んだってよかったんじゃねえか。なのに結局最後まで一人で決めて一人でやろうとしやがって。
I couldn't shake off the image of the 2 of them smiling at each other with joy. My heart was filled with regret.
ギルバート。ああ、今行く。
I lay a bouquet of white lilies at their resting place and departed from the church. Wow. Wow. That was definitely a bad ending. Holy shit, bro. I mean, I would have been more sadder, whatever. I would have been sadder if Lily left, ran off, but oddly enough, because she stayed with him, I guess it wasn't as bad. Yeah, I kind of figured this was bad. So next video, y'all, we will be doing alternate choices. Yeah, we'll be doing alternate choices. And yeah, I hope you'll join me for that. Yeah, I don't even know what freaking CG I'm gonna use for that one. I don't know. I have to think about it, y'all. But folks, thank you very much once again for stopping on by, chilling with your girl. Always appreciated. And folks, that's gonna do it. As always, y'all know my philosophy on this YouTube shit. View what you wanna, do what you wanna, and I'll see you lovely lads, lassies, and legends in the next episode. So until then, my friends, take care, take it easy, and